4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Holy smokes, I'm getting good at this Twitter stuff. Wow. Welcome one and all to the Big Sports Lowdown. I am the Big Low. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm 6'8", 400 pounds, something like that. But, it's another beautiful week in Seattle. Holy smokes, lots to talk about. The Supersonics are coming home. Can you dig it? I can. I get to get a new tattoo. Might take a little bit, though. We still kind of up in the air. This is my beautiful co-host, Mr. Mark Miller.
Hola.
Yes, I said beautiful again.
I am beautiful.
That beard's kind of filling in there, bud.
Playoff, baby.
Oh, is that what that's all about?
Hockey, baby. Gotta have the karma. Gotta have the good karma.
Hockey's back.
Exactly.
Sonics are back. The Seahawks are. Holy crap, man. What a week. What a week.
Awesome win. Awesome win.
You got Monday night, Sunday, you get the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
When did the news break on the hockey? Was that Sunday also? Sunday
it
night?
was actually, right around that same time.
Sunday night, you get the hockey news. Monday, you get the national championship game.
Oof.
Oh,
that one was rough.
It was a rough game, but I think those guys from Notre Dame have something special. They got something going for a long time.
Brian Kelly's a hell of a coach.
Number one recruiting class coming up number one. They've got the best recruiting class on all the stat channels. It's just like crazy, man.
You can keep Notre Dame down for a while, but they always rise from the ashes, man. They always do.
There's so many haters out there of that school and that program, and it's like, why? Because they're good at times, they're great at times, they're exceptional at times.
All of the above.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Kick my butt because I am talking about the Huskies right now. But that's because we got a special in-studio guest today, and you will get to meet him in just a little bit. But as for now, woo-hoo! Seahawks! Dude, this team
finally got a road win in, 20-some years?
100 years?
Oh, seems like it.
Since 1983?
Dude, you know what? I was at their first road loss in that streak. I was at that AFC Championship game.
Oh, my.
Little tyke, 5 years old, yeah.
5.
Little boy.
5.
Long time ago.
I was getting ready
I'm almost 30. I'm almost 35, man.
Whoa, you're ancient, man. You're ancient, you old dude, you. I turned 47 this Monday.
And you don't look a day over 35.
I like that.
Still looks young.
Just a young buck. It's all in the heart. It's all in the heart. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Talk about heart. Russell Wilson. We're down 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. I look at my Twitter feed, and it's just like, whoa, wow, I didn't tweet. So what do? I tweet out, this is my fault. I'm very sorry I didn't tweet before the game or during the first quarter. Don't worry, believe. Did that neat little believe with the old Russell Wilson 3 as the B. And what happens? Seahawks!
Superstitions work, baby. Superstitions work.
I couldn't believe it. They turned it around. They turned the Skins upside down. I don't care. You can say, RG3 got hurt. I don't care. I said initials. This is supposed to be the show without initials. But I said initials.
Well, we use the.
It's because you're here.
Yeah, that's true.
Last week you weren't here. And I didn't use initials last week. But I'm using them this week because RG3, that kid, I don't understand shenanigan. Mike Shenanigan.
Oh, God,
dude,
that guy.
Why the hell do you insert your quarterback that is limping all over that field? Are you serious?
Cousins should have been in the second quarter. It was so irresponsible of him to keep him in there.
When Robert first freaking started limping on the sidelines there, I thought, man, they got to pull him out. They're going to destroy that kid. Torn ACL, torn MCL, or LCL.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, man. You know, he went through the big surgery last night. There's actual footage of it out there.
Really?
I should have pulled that up for today. I don't know who put it out there, if it was the medical center or what, but they put actual pieces of the surgery out there.
Wow.
And it was on the net. I saw a link to it on Twitter. I suppose I should have gone right then and just captured it and stolen it and put it on the show today for y'all to see, but sorry, it kind of... Twitter was crazy yesterday. I have never seen so many tweets about the Sonics, the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday was like a golden delicious apple. It was truly, truly remarkable. Come on, you enjoy golden delicious now, don't you? I mean, they beat the heck out of them Granny Smiths.
Exactly. No, but you got to go with the Honey Crisps. Honey Crisps are best.
Honey Crisp?
Oh, best apple ever.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to try a Honey Crisp.
Only get them in December. It sucks.
Really?
Hard to get, yeah.
Wow.
Expensive, too.
That's like some of that medical marijuana crap, you know? I mean, there's certain kinds you can only get certain times a year. What's up with that?
I don't know, but everybody has glaucoma 24/7 sometimes. You know? Some people do. So
I'm glad I don't anymore.
You need
10 and a half years, baby. 10 and a half years. Everybody's like, dude, man, now that it's legal, you going to start smoking again? Nope. I got kids that look up to me. I can't be doing that kind of crud. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'm one of the smart kids. I guess that's why I'm youthful now.
Exactly.
Put all that crud behind me.
Fountain of youth.
Man. Dude, I can't get over this whole weekend. I mean, there's
unbelievable.
You want to just keep talking and talking and talking about this stuff. That, like I said, I mean, Twitter was just nuts yesterday. I went from, let's see, I was about probably 4,002 followers, something like that. I'm at 4,619 right now.
The bandwagon is back.
It's just nuts. I mean, it
is.
just
It's
went
crazy. You're seeing stuff from people who don't even talk sports, like, go Seahawks.
Oh,
like,
it's definitely overflowing.
Yeah.
It's so funny, you know, to see some of those guys that at the beginning of the season, they were just lambasting me for going with Wilson, just telling me, you know, Big Low, you don't know this, you don't know that. I have been an advocate, and you know this because you've been by my side. My buddy Gene, he knows this. Gene's in here playing on the computer. So if you want to go to the computer link and, like, you know, log into the little chat room. Gene, what's the link out there? Can you tell me?
I have no idea.
Oh, you're not there, huh?
They wouldn't tell me.
Well, why didn't they tell you?
I don't know.
It's on Blog Talk Radio. All you got to do is do a search for Big Low Show. You can go on the Blog Talk site and just kind of jump in the chat room and chat to Gene. Are you there?
Getting there.
He's getting there. So, you know, you go chat with Gene. Heck, you can call us at 646-716-4481 and just chat it up. Although we may not have time because I got 2 killer guests in studio today. And, man, oh, man. I coached these dudes like, well, I wasn't really exactly their head coach, but I was one of the coaches with them that got a chance to kind of mold them and tell them, hey, I believe in you guys. I know what you have in the future. One of these guys is starting cornerback for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Starting. Freshman.
Irish.
He's a freshman. I mean, that's like being in ninth grade again. You're a freshman.
That's crazy.
But that's more than being in ninth grade again. So, but we'll bring KeiVarae on here in a little bit. And for right now, we got to show you a little Russell Wilson footage that's pretty awesome. I mean, this thing, he's dangerous. What can I say? So, Zan, let's run this a little bit, and me and Mark will be back to talk Seahawks in a second.
Ooh, roll 'em.
Seattle Seahawks select Russell Wilson.
I don't want to hear about any quarterbacks under 6 feet in that 5'11" range.
The game's final play is a Wilson walk to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who do they give it to? Touchdown! 2nd and 5. Wilson in trouble. Down he goes.
Put ourselves in a good position at the very end of the game, and we, like I said earlier, we just fell short.
The question is, how does the Seattle offense deal with the New England defense? It's opportunistic. Wilson, deep ball, some separation, lunging grab.
You just got to be able to weather the storm. There's going to be ups and downs throughout a game, and the great quarterbacks are the ones that can keep coming back play after play and stay in the now. And no matter how well it's going or how poorly it's going, they stay focused on the now and they try to execute.
Wilson breaks a tackle. Russell Wilson with a tremendous individual effort for the first down.
The actions that he takes, people want to follow. When he says things, they want to listen. You have a guy that can make other people do things that they might not do on their own.
Patriots looking for a stop. Wilson, a fade route. Oh, it's up there. Caught by Edwards. Touchdown.
That quarterback has to bring the other 10 guys together and make them play better. And when the game's on the line, he has to be clutch and make great plays. He has to be able to pick those guys up.
Step and fire. Wilson, separation. Touchdown, Rice.
You know, that was a big destroying of those 49ers in that game.
It was beautiful.
That was so awesome. You know, just to think of what this team has done. I don't know if you guys saw that a few weeks ago when we played the Niners, but what a special team. I mean, to battle back from a 14-0 deficit, you're looking like, I mean, some of those guys, you could see their heads starting to go down, but then all of a sudden it was just like they captured this sideline shot, and Pete Carroll was just jacking them up. And there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, Pete's a college coach. Pete's a college coach. I don't care if he is a college coach, man, because he knows how to motivate. And the motivation that he put into those guys, you know, Russell Wilson pulled guys aside and just said, guys, we got to believe. We got to believe.
Exactly.
And that's his big thing, believe. What's so special about Russell is he's headstrong. He's so savvy, so smart, and just adds so much dimension to this team. He's just an incredible doer.
They could have easily just packed it in when they were down 14-0 and lost that game. They sucked it up. They came back. They won the football game. There was parts of that game where you wish they didn't do what they did. You know, there were certain parts that there were mistakes made. The fumble, for instance, inside the red zone.
Yeah.
You
know, Marshawn's going to be dwelling on that all this week.
Oh, yeah. He's going to run mad. I
think coming into this game on Sunday, I feel like Marshawn's going to have a chip on his shoulder. I think Marshawn's going to go for 180, 200 yards. It just feels like one of those games. This is the game that I'm calling the blowout game.
Oh, I believe it's going to be a blowout, too.
I just feel so good about this game.
You basically took the Redskins' best shot. You played crappy football. Honestly, you played crappy last week. You still won by 10 points.
Yeah.
If you can win a road playoff game by 10 points, not giving your best game pretty much, yeah, you've got a damn good team. I mean, Atlanta is known for choking in the playoffs. Matt Ryan is 0-3 in his career in the playoffs, so is Mike Smith, you know. They're going to have a tougher time with Roddy White and Julio Jones, but I think Brown and Sherman are up to the task.
Right.
It's going to all come down to, a lot of people are saying it's going to come down to Trufant on Harry Douglas. I don't believe that. It's going to be...
Marcus has played some good ball. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been some times where he slipped or he, let somebody by. But Marcus Trufant has done a truly exceptional job, as far as I'm concerned, this year for the games he's been healthy in.
He has looked good when he was healthy. I mean, it's not going to be that. It's going to come down to... You let Tony Gonzalez get his numbers between the 20s. Just don't do anything in the red zone. Don't let him get his numbers in the red zone.
Amen.
Let him run all day between the 20s. You can stop Michael Turner.
Right.
You can stop Matt Ryan with your two corners. You neutralize the outside and basically let Tony run wild over the middle all day between the 20s. You're going to win this game going away.
You've got a Richard Sherman, you've got a Bobby Wagner, and you've got an Earl Thomas in the red zone. And those three guys, I mean, they've done so many things in red zone Ds. It's unbelievable what these guys can do. There's so many dimensions to this team that offensively, defensively and special teamsedly. Is that a word?
Special teams.
I like
Yeah,
always
that
throwing
works.
one of those out for you. You
It's
know,
always good inventing a word.
our special teams. I got a feeling this is one of those weekends where they score maybe one.
I've
maybe
been
two.
thinking that for a while. I've been
It's
saying
just-
for 2 weeks now. I've been saying,
God.
"Oh God, Leon's gonna bust one. Leon's gonna bust one."
It's
about
amazing.
time.
But you know, we'll talk more Hawks when we bring these guys on. First things first, we need to run a clip showing the. I think this is his draft video, or I guess it'd be a scouting video from his high school years, so to speak. But it's pretty cool stuff. KeiVarae Russell, amazing young talent. I think this kid's going to be something special in the future. I think, well, I've got NFL dreams for him. He kind of changed my ideals on that today because he's a very headstrong young man when it comes to his schoolwork. He's about an education, and I'm really proud of him.
You go
for
to
that.
Notre
So,
Dame, baby.
Zan, let's
Education.
run this clip, and we'll bring KeiVarae Russell on the set. Stay tuned. Amazing stuff. I've watched you since you were about 10 years old. When you were 10 years old, you were blazing the field, and it's like, holy smokes. To see what you did through your high school career. First off, welcome to the set, KeiVarae Russell. Good to see you, buddy, man. I mean, it's an actual honor to have you on set. I mean, you play for a superstar team. You know, I mean, come on, Notre Dame is legendary. You got Rudy. You got Rudy. Oh my gosh, man. Amazing. But watching you grow up, me being the guy when you were about 11, 12 years old saying, KeiVarae, man, dude, you're going to be in the league one day. You're going to play in the NFL. You're going to go through college. You're going to learn. And I'm just so proud to see what you've done, man. And just, you know, like I said, to hear you this morning say it's about an education. Dude, I don't think a youth football coach could be more proud. You know, I mean, I think of Al and I think of Coach Amsel and all those guys. They got to see you now and think, wow, he was part of our lives when he was just a little guy. Yeah. Now you're a big kid, and you played in the national championship game the other day. Unfortunate the way things went, but you know what? You guys played a tough team that is coached by one of the most, as far as I'm concerned, I've looked up to Nick Saban for years.
One of the most prominent coaches in the country.
Besides, he's got a beautiful wife, and I'm not Brent Musburger. And yeah, that quarterback kid from the other team, his girlfriend's not too bad looking. Yeah. But have you seen Saban's daughter? Woo! Holy lightning!
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that was John, the quarterback. What the heck's his name?
Johnny Manziel?
Yeah, Johnny's friggin' mom. Yeah. That's who it was. It's Johnny Manziel's mom. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like, wow. So, sorry I went Brent Musburger for a minute, but, you guys are playing on the stage. This is the biggest stage in college football. And a lot of people get really mad about the whole BCS, the way it's done. But to watch you guys out on that field, the swagger that both teams had coming out, it was a shame that it went the way it did, because I saw it as going to be one of those games where you have a great game, where it's supposed to be like one of those games that comes down to that last second field goal. But it's unfortunate, but I see so many good things for you guys in the future. Such a young team.
Yes, sir.
I mean, so you're wearing number 6 now. You switched to the defense.
Yeah.
Do you miss running that ball?
Of course, you always do. Like I said, you always want to get the shine and recognition on offense, because an offensive line never gets recognition. Like, even playing defensive back, you don't get as much recognition unless you get a pick 6 or a fumble recovery.
Right.
So of course, you miss the shine, the spotlight of scoring a touchdown. But at the end of the day, it's about helping your team win and just getting wins, racking up the wins. And trying to play in the big games. Like,
you guys have a huge future for those wins, buddy. I mean, like I said, you guys aren't losing very many people this year, are you?
Not too many. I think we're only losing 3 or 4 on offense, and probably 3 or 4 on defense.
That's amazing. This team is something special. It's so much fun to watch, and to see the acceleration of the way your coach just he molded an incredible team.
He sure did. Yeah, first year I was 6-6, and then 2 8-5 seasons. And like I said, it's a building process at Notre Dame. Like I said, his goal was to build Notre Dame back to where it should be, one of the most prominent schools in the country. Like I said, Notre Dame, win or lose, you see Notre Dame on TV every day.
Oh yeah, but that's the best part.
But you always want to see Notre Dame. When Notre Dame's doing well, the whole country's doing well. Like I said, there's a lot of people that either hate or love Notre Dame.
When you had that pick earlier this season, I was just like, yeah, that's my buddy. Yeah, I know that kid. Yeah, I mean, I went nuts, man. Yeah. My dad's looking at me like, dude, what the hell are you smoking? Like, man, oh man, Dad, that's a kid that was like, I mean, I molded some of that. Yeah. Oh man, it's just an honor, buddy. Truly an honor.
Thank you.
So I guess we got a caller. Zan, do we have a caller online? Yeah. Okay. Want to get him some headphones there, Mark, so we can let him have a little chat with the caller online. Let's put that caller online and see if KeiVarae remembers this guy. Go ahead, caller. We got him still? There you are. I hear you, sort of.
Big Sports Lowdown?
Yeah, this is the Big Sports Lowdown.
This is Stephen Garza.
What up, Stephen? How you been, bro?
Oh, boy, KeiVarae. Oh, boy.
Man, hey, how long has it been? What is it, about 8 years now? What is it?
It's been 8, something like that. That's been crazy long time, man.
How you been living? How's life?
Dude, it's been good, but it's been more enriching to my life to wake up one Saturday morning and have my mom turn on Notre Dame football and be like, KeiVarae Russell is starting quarterback.
Yeah.
I almost crapped my pants.
Honestly, it's a great feeling, man, to put on for the city, man. Like Everett, Seattle, everywhere I've been, just to put on for Washington, it's a great feeling. Like I said, to have people like you support me, like playing with since I was a little kid, growing up with the dream. Like I said, just doing my best to reach that dream and share it with you guys.
Okay, the cool thing is I got to let you know that you've inspired something in Stephen, which I'm very, very proud of as his uncle.
Yeah.
yes,
Stephen, tell him about what you're doing.
So that Saturday morning, my mom turned on the TV, and I don't know if you knew this, but I broke my ankle playing basketball for Highline High School.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much done with sports.
Mm-hmm.
And so when my mom turned on the TV, and I heard KeiVarae Russell starting quarterback, I was like, wow, I played football with that kid.
Yeah.
And so I hadn't had an opportunity to play football for a team for a while, so I was like, I played football with KeiVarae Russell, and I loved playing football with him, and so I saw the potential that you have, and that was amazing to me. So I was like, I'm gonna get on a workout program, and I started working out a lot.
Yeah.
And I got a hold of Santa Monica Community College.
Are you serious?
And then
you're an inspiration, baby.
Junior College. And I got a hold of their coach for the football team.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if KeiVarae Russell could make it to Notre Dame, I think I don't have an excuse to push myself like he has
Yeah.
to be at least to give it a try and be on the football team as well. So I just, you inspired me. I was like, damn, if KeiVarae Russell can make it to Notre Dame, I have no excuse to make it onto a junior college football team. And so that's what I've been working on. And so actually my registration appointment is for next week, and so hopefully I'll be going to play Fullerton Community College, but for Fullerton Junior College football.
Hey, man, that's great to hear, man. That's inspiring me, just the fact that I inspired you. Like I tell a lot of people, back when I go to high school, man, success has no time limit. So that's good, the fact that you push yourself, like I say, you look at me as an inspiration, and I just like to thank you for that, man. Thank you so much.
You guys are getting me all teary-eyed up here.
No, you have no idea, man. It was crazy. I mean, when I saw you playing football, I was like, damn, that kid is going to go big places. And I was like,
that's the innovative days, huh?
Back in the day. He was like, you can do that too, and there's no excuse.
Where we go one, we go all.
And like I said, that's great. That's great that your mom said that. You should never make an excuse for anything. Like I said, like RG3's hurt, but you can't make an excuse for not doing well next year, the year after that. You never want to make an excuse, never regret, make no regrets in life, and never make an excuse. That's the one thing I've been learning as I growed up, and that's great. The fact that you're learning that too.
I got to give a quick shout out. Hold on, Steph. One thing, I got to give a quick shout out to my boy Jordan Papatoo. Jordan, I remember when I was coaching you in flag football when you was just a kid, man. Now you're all growing up and playing semi-pro ball. You need to get to that next level, kid. Start doing your studies and get back in school and play some junior college ball like my nephew Steph's getting ready to do. And who knows where you go, man? You're a big kid. You belong out there, man.
Exactly.
I mean, that's this one thing I love about you guys is you guys have always worked together.
Yes,
that was my mentality, was together. Exactly. That was our big thing.
That's how you build a team. That's how you build as a person as well.
Amen. Steph, we got Tatum Taylor in the studio too?
What was that?
We got Tatum Taylor in the studio too.
Oh my God!
OTT joined us, so we're going to be talking a little bit of track and a lot of bit of football with him too. So, but
man, that's crazy, man.
We got to get back at it, buddy. I appreciate you calling in, pal, and I'll make sure and give KeiVarae your number and Tatum your number so you guys can keep in touch.
Yeah, Steph, look at me on Facebook, man. I don't got that Twitter stuff, so all I got is Facebook. So look me up on Facebook and hit me up, shoot me a message. Let's keep in touch, man, for sure.
Yeah, Tatum's on there as well.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks,
all right, well, I'm gonna be gunning for you.
All right, thank you, Stephen.
Hey, work up to your level, buddy.
Hey, don't worry about that. It's hey, keep working for it. Hey, good luck with your future, man.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you, Steph.
So, neat little phone call. Gotta love the callers, especially when they blow your mind. It's like I didn't know we had a caller, and then I get a text message. Steph is in Queen. I'm like, oh, remember your old team mom, Marley, my sister?
Yeah.
She took care of you guys all the time. She was big mama,
Whatever we wanted, she provided.
Oh boy, she sure did. I miss the Interbay coaching days because we had such a special program. We were such a tight knit group. I mean, from the little dudes to the big dudes.
Yes.
And it was so much fun just to be a part of something so incredible. And just to watch you guys grow up. I mean, shoot, Tatum was out there running around as a little kid. Perignon, I see he's doing good things in basketball nowadays. Yeah. So, I mean, there's so many kids that, the Monte Browns, the DeMario Rigneys, and the Joe Barbers, and the Antonio Halseys, and then you got the guys that were my linemen back in the day. Simon Wennett, he went to Michigan, and I mean, there's just so many guys out there that it's just like, wow, I coached that kid.
It's really great to see people people grow and mold as adults now, like especially going from growing up. Like I said, we practice in the middle of Seattle. Like I said, we'll just a new program as well. So it was great to see kids mold.
Oh man. So next up, we're going to bring on Tatum Taylor. We'll talk with him a little bit, and then we'll kind of, intertwine with both these guys. We're going to put Mark in the old studio room, and he can interject whenever he wants. But for now, we're going to show this clip of Tatum Taylor. This kid, jeez.
He can fly.
I don't know that any dude in the NFL is as fast as this kid. You're going to see a clip where Tatum runs barefoot a 4.21 40-yard dash. So check this out. We'll do a little switcheroo. We'll be back in a second. This is brought to you by Bleachers Pub in Greenwood. So go have a cold beer and tell them Big Low sent you. Stay tuned.
Notre Dame is number one.
Notre Dame with a miracle win as the
clock runs. He's going in. Notre Dame has scored.
Fighting Irish football team wrapped up a very busy Monday with their second practice of the day Monday evening here at the LeBar Football Complex. Now, between the morning and evening sessions, the Fighting Irish football freshmen met with the media for the first time in camp. Talk about how things have gone for you since you've been back.
It's been great. Kind of, in some ways it feels like I've never left. It's I feel like I've grown a lot. I've matured a lot, and so it just feels good getting back into it. I think that spring semester that I was here helped me a lot. Being here and then, learning the defense, it came back pretty good. So just, I think more than anything is just, just keep working and trying to improve every day.
What's a 4.21 feel like?
Felt pretty good. I was a little heavy going into it. I ran it barefoot, so when I came out, I didn't have as much grip as I wanted to, but it was a good run.
You have world-class speed. You're going to be in contention for the state title track-wise this year in multiple events. Talk a little bit about being an undersized kid but having Olympic-type speed. What's that like playing football?
Well, I actually enjoy it because I know when I get to college they'll be able to put weight on me, so I'm not really too worried about it. But I always like having the speed because, like, if you can't catch them, you can't hit them. I haven't took too many head-on hits while I'm in high school. I know it'll probably be different in college, but it's definitely been helping.
You split carries with Jay Sean and the other back last year, and you still had over 1,000 yards and 23 touchdowns. You're going to be the dude again this year after getting Player of the Year honors. Talk a little bit about what that's going to be like getting most of the carries.
It's going to be good. I always want to take the leadership role there, but I know O'Day, we have to go through our ranks and stuff. So it's going to be, we're going to have a good team. We have a team we got to build up, and it's going to start from when we go to camp and play Mount Si.
You're one of the more likable kids you're ever going to meet. You have a very good attitude. You work hard. You do everything you need to do. Being at the level that you're at, what makes you so humble and what makes you continue to work the way you do?
Seeing guys like my dad. My dad went to college. He was a two-sport All-American, went to Notre Dame, and he had his sports career cut short. He had a virus set into his nerve system, and he wasn't able to play professional ball anymore. And seeing stuff like that and just trying to stay humble and work hard every day because it's not something that shouldn't be taken for granted. So I try to work hard every time I step on the field or the track.
You get a lot of comparisons to a guy like DeAnthony Thomas out of Oregon, with the way you play. Where do you see yourself fitting in college?
Definitely like slot receiver, kind of like DeAnthony. I feel like I can come out and get some in the open space and catch some balls and hopefully score some touchdowns.
In closing, talk a little bit about your O'Day team. You guys made it to the state finals last year, got tripped up by National Power. What can you do this year to make it happen?
We just got to come together as more of a team. We had some illnesses, even including myself, going into the state championship game. We definitely have the athletes, I feel like, to contend as a state championship team. It just all comes down to being healthy when it comes time to playoffs and coming playing together.
One of the best kids in the Pacific Northwest on and off the field, Tatum Taylor.
A proud coach, when you get to see a kid that you had part of his youth growing up, part of the molding, so to speak, of what they become as they go through the high school phase and, well, like KeiVarae, to college. I mean, you look at these guys and you get so happy and so giddy and so proud of what they grow up to be. I mean, these young boys that become men right before your eyes, I mean, it's just amazing. And it happens so fast because it just really seems like yesterday that I was coaching these guys. But Tatum Taylor, a 4.21 barefoot, dude. I think it'd probably take me about 4 minutes and 21 seconds to run the 40, man. I mean, back in my days when I was playing ball, I think my fastest time was a 5.12. And, that's blazing for a fat dude. I mean, shoot, I was a lineman for crying out loud. And I don't know many linemen that can touch the 4 mark, but there's a couple out there that actually do. And, to see somebody that has that blazing speed of a 4.21 barefoot, mind you, it's amazing. Thank you. Watching you grow up, I've seen you play the game of football, seen you run track, and you're such a mature, level-headed young man. I mean, you're a senior in high school, and you got a great head on your shoulder, and that's, KeiVarae too. I mean, freshman in college, and such a level-headed, down-to-earth. I praise your parents for the way they brought you guys up. Amazing. Thank you. Amazing. And so O'Day this year, you guys had a good season. I mean, you really did. But as a senior, you want to go out up on top.
Yeah.
So what happened this year? What do you think happened?
Well, we were young. We were a young team. It started at camp. We knew we had to mold our team to be something, and we had to come together as one to be a great team and to make it to the state championship.
Right.
When you have people like Bellevue High Schools and the Skylines in your league that you have to play against, you know you're going to have to raise your level of competition up another notch to get ready to play them in the state championship. And we progressed every game. Every game I loved playing, coming out there with the team. And as the season went along, we saw great things happen. And got to play University in Spokane, and we didn't come out with a
tough team. That was a tough team this year.
They were a great team. They didn't have that one in particular guy that just stood out, but they played well together as a team, and they never broke, and they just kept on pounding. But I had fun my senior year. I wouldn't want to go out any other way. I would love a championship. But, I had a good time. I got to teach a lot of younger kids.
There's plenty more in store for you. I know a lot of schools are looking to recruit you now. The recruiting process. I mean, for KeiVarae, watching him, I mean, that was tough to watch him because I'm a UW guy. Okay, I love my dogs, and it's like, you know, in a way, I'm thinking, okay, come on, KeiVarae, UW, come on, baby, come on, pick up the hat, pick up the hat, pick up the hat. Notre Dame, and it's just like, but at the same time, you've got to get out there. You've got to go explore the beautiful world that God has made. And with KeiVarae, ends up starting cornerback. You know, here I'm thinking, okay, KeiVarae is going to be this huge deal running the ball in college, and now he's a superstar defensive player. I mean, he's going to mold into what I see as a fine corner, and who knows? Maybe coach is going to switch him back to offense. Coaches are weird like that. I mean, yes, I said I'm weird like that. I had several guys. Monte Brown, he was one of them. He was that guy that I wanted to pound the ball on offense, and then all of a sudden it was just like, Monte, let's see what you do on the defensive side of the ball. And so I'm pound on the defense, and I'm like, wow, I can play this kid the whole game. Coach, come on, take me out. Coach, come on, take me out. You know, I got that so many times when it was like, no, you stay in there.
Work.
Oh, man. I mean, the coaches have so many different attributes, so to speak, of what they want you to do, what they expect of you. With you, Tatum, offense, defense, you know, you're one of those, well, both of you. You're both offense and defensive guys. You can play anywhere. It's like my nephew Stefan. I mean, I had him all over the place. He even played center, and he's one of the smallest dudes on the team. But that's what makes you a complete athlete. And you with running track, I mean, you got track coming up. You guys are practicing now, right?
Yeah, we already started. We started actually like 2 months ago, and we've been working out. We started in the indoor Dempsey Center at the UW, and I'll actually run a couple of races against the college teams, and a lot of the Pac-12 will be out there. And we use that to prep for the outdoor season, where I'll open up my season at the Texas Relays.
Does it make it tough to run against a college guy?
You know, not really. It's more a mental. You got to just stay focused. And I mean, they're bigger, they're stronger, but at the end of the day, like, as long as you have the mental game and you're not letting anything like the big stage affect you, you're fine.
Right. So okay, what are you looking for in a college? What exactly does a Tatum Taylor look for?
What I look for is, first off, most importantly, like KeiVarae, education. I got to go somewhere where I know I'll be fine without sports.
Chills down my spine.
I mean, I know at some point in time, the track or football is going to come to an end at some point in time. You have to have something to fall back on. So education is probably #1 priority for me. Secondly, I look for where can I go in and play at. I want to go in and come in and play and have a good feel with the team, and not just the team, but the coaches. So that and a place in the Pac-12 right now is looking where I'm probably going to end up. That's kind of where my final 3 are coming down to, and I want my parents to be able to see me play. So I want to go away from home, but not too far.
I like that.
We were kind of talking earlier about him saying, might have 2 games playing in Washington this year, Big Low, so you got to come and check me out. And it's like, I will be there. I don't care if I got to go on StubHub. I'm going to find something in the front row and watch you guys play. It's just like, you know, if for some strange reason Notre Dame gets to come play here against Washington and beast over them.
I don't know if they're ready for that. I don't know if he does ready for that.
You know, Coach Stark, he's put up a good program, you
yes,
know,
sir,
and he's done good things with these guys. But you know, just to see what you guys have in your future, it's remarkable. It's exciting. This week just alone, I mean, to be able to say we have a potential Sonics team.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, I used to take a bunch of the kids, you know, from the Inter Bay days, from coaching
Sonic
school,
kids.
or coaching Little League up on Queen Anne. I took them to the Sonics all the time. I mean, they always gave me lots of tickets to give to the kids. And it was so awesome to be able to administer what is potentially something, you know, or something that people can look up to, or kids can look up to. And it's just like, you know, the Sonics, they were so good in the community, and that was one of the big things why I hated losing that team. I shouldn't say hate, it's a bad word. I disliked losing that team. So it's tough. I mean, but watching you guys, the growth from little kid days to the big kid days, I mean, you know, it's so impressive. And what your future's instill in me, I mean, it's going to be fun watching the rest of the careers. I mean, KeiVarae, you're 3 years, maybe 2 years from the bigs. and I hope you believe in yourself like I believe in you, because truly remarkable stuff that you've done this year. I mean, just getting giddy watching you play. It's just remarkable. So what do you feel for next year? I mean, you guys, you aren't losing many players, coming back.
Yeah.
When do you guys start? When do you start spring camps and stuff?
I'm not necessarily sure about that. I mean, first year, so they haven't really told me all the logistics on how that works. But I believe like we probably got about 1 or 2 weeks off. Like going next week, we start school, and I believe we have all next week and maybe the week after. Then we start workouts and start spring workouts, and then maybe spring ball. I think maybe 1 or 2 months from now.
Nice.
And then after that, I'm just going back to the word believe going into next year. Like I said, I do believe one day. Like I said, if I play my cards right, no injuries, I mean, and just continue to work hard, I should see the field in the NFL days one day. But I'm not necessarily thinking of that right now. Now, but towards next year, you got to believe. Like I said, going back to the word believe, you got to believe. You can't say I hope. Maybe this is going to work. If you believe, then you're going to work hard to make that belief happen. So I believe a lot of great things are going to happen next year. We're only losing 3 to 4 guys on offense and 3 to 4 guys on defense. So I mean, a lot of great guys like Manti Taylor, Eifert, they're going to be gone. But
what's he like? You've gotten to know him, I'm sure. What's he like?
Who, Manti?
Yeah.
Manti's a great guy.
I mean, he's got your number.
Yeah. I mean, when I switched to defense, I knew I wasn't going to get number 5. And I'm still at 6 throughout my years.
Are you good?
Yes. Just I don't make my own legacy with number 6. So.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, Manti's a great guy. He's very inspirational. Honestly, he's a leader on and off the field. Like, he's that guy. He's the right guy. He's the guy that if someone's drinking, he'll make sure that he'll tell them that's the wrong thing to do. Like, he's the guy that he's always on your back. You want to follow. He's not a guy that's a great guy on the field, and a terrible guy off the field. Like, he's great wherever he's at. Like, honestly.
Do you think that he deserved the Heisman?
I think he did. I thought he was going to win the Heisman. Like,
So did I.
Yeah, when they said Johnny Manziel, right before the moment before they announced the name, I was saying they're going to say Manti. They're going to say Manti. He won the Maxwell Award. I mean, Maxwell, the Bednar,
Was there a bunch of you guys together?
We were a lot of people were, but I was actually just in my own dorm, like with a couple of dorm mates watching the Heisman. But it hurt a little bit to see he didn't win that, because I knew he deserved it. I said he's the best player. He's the best player in the country to me. So
man.
It was tough to see.
Ball player.
It might as well be an offensive award.
Exactly, it might as well be an offensive award. Exactly.
Where do you think he's going to go?
I don't know, man. He's going.
Top 5?
He's going top 10 for sure. I know he's going top 10. He should go top 5. He should. I believe he should go top 5. But I mean, you know, sometimes teams don't necessarily need a linebacker. They might need a quarterback. But I think he should go top 5.
Wow. Man, oh man. Memories. Okay, we got a big Seahawks game coming up this weekend, fellas. Tatum?
Yeah.
What do you feel that the Seahawks need to do against Atlanta to overcome the obstacle? I mean, my biggest beef with this game this weekend is that 10 a.m. start. I do not like the 10 a.m. start.
Yeah, I agree. Well, a big thing for the Seahawks, I believe, coming out in this game is they got to start early. They can't have a 14-0 deficit like they did last week. And I feel like with Browner having the shakeout game, I believe he'll come out more prepared. And I just want them to come out and just be physical, fast, and they just have to start out from the gates. And I believe they will come out with the win.
Do you ever get excited?
I mean, I do.
You're so laid back and just chill. It's just, God, I wish sometimes I could do that. But that ADD, ADHD, you know, I mean, I'm taking my PEDs and my what the heck is that stuff, Adderall, and man, you know, it's just laid back. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. So, KeiVarae, I know that you've been more focused throughout your life on your schooling, your education, your football play, and you don't really get into the mix of the whole Seahawks and other team stuff, but I know you're a fan of the game. You love the game.
Yes, sir.
Seahawks, Marshawn Lynch. Okay, I've seen you run a ball.
Yeah.
What kind of style? I mean, you gotta love the style of Marshawn Lynch's play.
Honestly, he runs with every type of style. He finesse, strength, pounding down your throat. I mean, spin move, stiff arm, everything. He has it all. Like, there's not one part of the game that he doesn't have. I mean, he has enough speed to break to score in every play. He has enough strength to get on a 3rd down and 4 play, 4th down and 1 kind of play. And he just got the. I mean, there could be people corralling him, and he still get out and burst up the field for 20, 30 yards. So he's a great guy. I honestly don't see anything that's wrong. That he doesn't have a fault in his game that I see.
Right.
So. Like,
yeah, I'm so excited about this game this weekend. It just, man, you just, I wanted them to leave today. I really wanted them to board up on the buses and leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, I mean today, but tomorrow, if you're watching out there right now, if you're in the area of South 188th Street, we're going to try and line all of 188 with people. We want to get as many of you fans out there, many of you 12s out there, to line 188th, single file. So the guys, as they're driving by, they see each and every one of your beautiful faces. And make this special for when they leave. I mean, college teams, they get a lot of the fans out there when they leave and when they come back. And I've been doing this for our pro teams for years. And 3 weeks ago, I was the only guy out there. And then 2 weeks ago, Gene and a couple other people joined me. And then last weekend, it was just like, woo, the floodgates open. We had a couple hundred people out there. There was probably about 400 to 600 people up there by the 76 station.
That's nice.
And if all those people would just fan out, hands across America style, I just think it'd be one heck of a send-off for this team.
It would.
You know, I know as fans of the fans, because as players, you guys got to be fans of the fans.
Yeah, definitely.
The fans are the ones that make it.
Yeah.
And, you know, for you guys to see all those people and those smiling faces before you get on a plane, you're like, damn, all right, they love us, you know.
It gives you that extra motive to play well in the game.
Oh, yeah.
It ignites so much energy.
I mean, you're still in the high school, so you get the pep squads, all the girly cheerleaders.
I go all boys school.
Oh, that's right. You're an O'Day.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder why. Now that explains it all. I now know why Tatum Taylor is looking at college like, I'm looking for an education. Because I ain't seen girls in a while. I'm an O'Day. Okay, Big Low? We got all guys school. We don't get cheerleaders.
No.
But in college, I'm going to be a little worried about this guy. No, you're one kid that I've known for years, and watching you grow up, you've always had that neat mentality about you. Both of you guys. I mean, it's not about the girls and the partying.
No.
And your schoolwork first, football second. And I'm sure family's got to be like, you know, right there in the mix.
Yeah. Definitely.
So it's really, really special. Really, really special. So I just, man. Whew. Dad's calling me. Can you believe that? Hi, Dad. How you doing? Maybe I better take this. It might be important. Yes?
Bring home bread.
Who? Oh, about for tomorrow? Oh, Dad wants me to do some advertising. Okay, I'll talk to you in a little bit here, okay? I'll give him a plug. You gotta love when your parents call you when you're doing a show and it's live and people are out there watching you, and then you just feel like, oh shoot, I'm back in diaper school. So tomorrow we're trying to get a couple cement trucks out there that have Seahawks. I mean, they're all Seahawksed up. They're sick. It's from the Merlino Stoneway Company. Stoneway Cement is a big company in Seattle, and so we're trying to like line it not only with the fans, but some cool vehicles and, you know, a bunch of fan swag, the flags, the signs. You got to get out there, okay? I'm talking to these guys, but now I got to plug this again. South 188th Street. I'm going to be out there about noon. Unless, of course, I get the honor of raising a 12th man flag somewhere. Pemco Insurance called me today and said, hey, will you raise our 12th man flag? I'm like, yeah, if it's at the right time. So, God, I'm giving all kinds of plugs today. Come on, chip in some dough to the show. Zan needs to get paid. Right, Zan? He's thumbs upping right now. But, yeah, I mean, you know, we're trying to get that big fan send-off. And that's what being a sports fan's all about. That's what my show is all about. It's a show by the fan, for the fans. And I'm huge fans of you guys, and you guys know that. I mean, you guys were just little dudes, and now you're big dudes, and I'm just, man. So proud of these guys. You guys just don't understand. I mean, some of you out there do, because I know some of you guys coach baseball and football and soccer, and some of you girls do too, because I know a few of you. But just to see what you guys, man. Stephen calling in, and you know, I mean, this is just like old days, you know?
Yeah.
Old days. It feels
Back
good.
at Inter Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Me and my mom were actually just talking about it. It's kind of funny you gave me a call to come up on your show. She was like, you got to realize Big Low was the reason why you're still playing football today.
Oh, that's,
Because you came to my basketball game, and I always wondered who you were, and then came up to talk to you. Yeah, I coached football team over at Inter Bay, because at that point in time, I had quit football. I honestly never thought I was going to play football again, and just kind of had a bad first experience at my organization I was at, and you guys brought me in like a family, and since then I just kept on playing and fell in love with the game.
I can't wait till you get that first SB, man. When you get that SB and you say Big Low, it's like, yeah, baby. Oh, man. KeiVarae, I'm going to hold you that too, man. No, it's, you know, I mean, just to know that you're part of something like this. I mean, like I said, you know, the different guys that have gone different ways, it's really special. And now to be able to have my show and bring you guys in, I've brought in all kinds of different talents. I mean, Sean Kemp, Gary Payton's called in. I've interviewed Steve Largent. I mean, there's so many names out there that I've had the opportunity to be blessed and be able to do this. And for a fan to get to talk to the players and you know, see what the future brings for all of you. And you know, it makes it fun, it makes it special. So we got lots going on in sports right now with Seattle. Mark, you got any questions for these guys? I mean, we got a couple minutes before I got to do thank yous, but you know.
Yeah, for KeiVarae.
KeiVarae. Oh, you got to put on some headphones, buddy. That's an important piece of the puzzle.
Should I pop one on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go for it, Mark.
So, who won the dorm football championship, first of all, this year, the inter-hall? Did you go to any games, any inter-hall football games?
I did not, but my dorm went to championships. I think I forgot who we lost to, but my dorm went to the championship and we lost, so that was disappointing. But I love those guys. Like I said, they worked hard every day. I think my dorm went to the championship the last 2 or 3 years, and they won the last 2. I think they were going for a 3-peat this year.
Wow.
They didn't have it, so I think they wanted me to suit up, but I didn't think my coach would have liked that.
Yeah. So, what did you think of Brian Kelly turning down the interview with the Eagles or whatnot yesterday?
I mean, it's a business out there. I'm not really looking forward to that. I mean, I'm looking towards that. I'm not really worried about that at all. I mean, I know it's a business. I know Coach is going to be here next year. Like, I trust that he's going to try to mold this team a little bit more than what he did. I know he's not satisfied with what happened this year. Like I said, he built the team to 12-0 and went out. We didn't go out with a bang at all. So I think I'm not really worried about him looking towards that job or anything, any hoopla that's going out in the media right now.
Exactly. I think he's in it for a long haul.
Exactly.
So.
I mean, let's say he leaves 2-3 years from now. I mean, like I said, I can't fault him. He has a family just like I do, and he has to take care of his family. So let's say he did leave 2-3 years, maybe even next year. I'm congratulating him on receiving a job and move on with his life and move on with mine. Because like I said, he has a family, and so do I.
Exactly. Tatum, how was your visit to Wazoo?
My visit
He's a Wazoo guy.
Okay. Yeah, my visit to Wazoo was great. Got to sit down with Coach Leach and sit in the press box, and as soon as I flew in, when we got there, we actually ate dinner in the press box, and we looked down and you could see the game. They had the scoreboard still up with the score of the Apple Cup, and we watched the game on the big screen down there. It was a great time, though. I got to go. My tour guide was Isaiah Flynn, and it was a great time. I love the coaching staff down there, the air raid offense. I mean, it fit well for me, and I get to catch a lot of balls out there and also help in the return game. So.
Well, that's about sums it up for the show today, folks. Big Sports Lowdown. You've had a bunch of football talk today. Didn't get to talk enough track with Tatum, so we're probably going to bring him back in a few weeks when he's getting ready to run for that state championship. But got to do the thank yous. Fellas, first off, thanks for joining me. KeiVarae, Tatum.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys coming in, man.
Thank you.
KeiVarae, you're a long way from Notre Dame, let me tell you. South Bend's a long ways from Seattle. So thanks to Shane Topol up at Bleachers Pub, Christian and Noah at Jack Net Apparel. Sorry I didn't get to put up the shirts. I wanted to put up the graphics. Zan, maybe you can put them up real quick, those little graphics of the shirts. We got about 30 seconds, maybe 35. There we go. You can get those shirts right there. And the next 3 shirts, aren't those awesome? We got the Bam Bam shirt. We got the Win Forever shirt with Pete Carroll, but we're going to change that to Compete, I believe. Every play on Russellin. You got to love what the Seahawks are doing. Zan, go back to that first shot again. And I want to say thanks to all the guys at Coastline Signs, Charlie and Alex at ShockingGoat.com. Great watches. Pick one up. Boy, Ty at Homer's Apparel. Jeremy Bryan at Rain City Catering. The Foamheads guys, thanks for these things. See you later, Atlanta. You guys are going to get your behinds beat today. The guys at Dermafix Tattoo and girl, Chantel. Don't forget about them. Zan and Corinne in the control room. This is Big Low reminding you, go Seahawks and have a sports fantastic day. We're out of here. Woo!